Greetings, one and all. I'm here to give you a little bit of information, a little bit of food for thought. It has to do with money. Money and your unalienable rights. How many of you remember some of our founding documents said something like, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Now, let's take that in context for a minute. Some people say that the Founding Fathers were not necessarily evangelical Christians. That may or may not be true, but they were very much deistic. They believed in some kind of God, supreme being. And in these documents, they laid out that they considered this God to be the one that created the rights, the human rights of man, as inherent, as self-evident. They're in our very being. So the end result of that is that governments do not give you those rights. Governments do not give or take the rights away. It's not theirs to give or take. Governments can either align themselves with those inherent rights, or governments can fight against them, suppress them, and squash them whenever they can. Why? Because at some point governments get pride. They start to believe that they are a higher authority and that they know better. And so it is their prerogative to give and take rights as they see fit. Now, anyone who understands our founding documents knows that when they do that, they are not really giving or taking rights away. They can't be taken away, but they can be suppressed. Now, an important thing to bear in mind is that our money is a constant reminder of this thing. All of our cash money has printed on it, coin and currency, in God we trust. Now, even if you're an atheist, you may not like that. However, it does put something over your government, something higher than your government. And so the government has something to answer to in the paths of history. The only thing I want to make a note of is that I've made some videos about cash, and that cash has that on there, alluding to the rights of man by inference. Credit and debit cards do not have "In God We Trust" printed on them. The e-money in a computer disk does not have "In God We Trust" on it. It doesn't even have "E Pluribus Unum," and it doesn't even have United States of America printed on it. Nor does it even say this credit, this debit, is legal tender for all debts, public and private. So, just to let you know, the more you go into the plastic money, e-money, the more you get away from its reminder of its constitutional origin. So I just want to bring that to your mind, that even though you may not be religious or believe in God, that this was something that made the government answerable, culpable, and those rights that it named, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, it's among those rights. Those are only 3 of them. There was then the Bill of Rights that was later done, and there's other rights. They've only named those because those are the ones that were commonly attacked and subverted. So, I'm just putting that before you about money and freedom and rights. And cash, again, cash is the key. Plastic money, e-money, is not the key because it doesn't have any of that constitutional, governmental, or theistic overtones. It's just simply a piece of plastic. So, that's it. That's all I have to say on that for now. So until later, we'll be seeing you.